Good morning. Let's talk a minute about just how you became a mom. And I think that sometimes the circumstances around how we became a mom can really influence our heart about being a mom. For all of us have a variety of circumstances. Some of us, it was a surprise and we weren't planning on it. Some of us, we have been hoping and praying for it a long time. Those circumstances can really settle into our soul about how our story unfolds and how we perceive God's design in us being a mom. The world can tell us that our children can be an accident, a mistake, or a punishment. But if we look at the word, we do not see a single time where God gives children as a punishment or even as a mistake or as an accident. In fact, we can look at a couple of verses that would say almost the exact opposite. I think about the verse in Psalms 139. It says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb." And I just think about how that is true of you and that is true of your child. That God created your child and that He knit your child together in your womb, regardless of the circumstances around how that happened. And I think about in Jeremiah 1. In Jeremiah 1, it says, "Before I formed you, I knew you." What a powerful reality to bring into our own lives and to bring into our child's life. God determined the exact time and place that your child and you both would enter into this world. And then in Psalms, it says that sons are a heritage from the Lord, children a reward from Him. So, regardless of how you feel about the circumstances of you becoming a mom, the scripture says that God rewarded you. He brought a reward to you when He formed your child in your womb. And if that is not something that comes easy to you, if that is not something that you can embrace easily, it takes a lot of work to redirect our heart into a spot that aligns to what God says about our children and that He brought our children into the world and into our lives as a reward. And I think sometimes we can feel like God's hand wasn't in this. I orchestrated events for whatever reason. But I just want you to hold back and pull back and think this is from the hand of God, regardless of the circumstances that brought it about in your life. And what God says about this is so important for us as moms to hold on to keep soaking ourselves in truth and thoughts and keep soaking our hearts in this so that we can fully embrace what God has put into our lives. And I hope that is encouraging to you today. And if you're in a spot where that is a difficult thing, I would just encourage you, get those three verses, just those three verses alone are a beautiful picture of what God did in your life when He gave you the reward of a child and that He gave you the calling and the opportunity and the privilege to be a mom to a child. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.